right, so the next book we will be reviewing, talking about, book talking, is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. And I wanted to read this book for a while. I take that back. I've seen this book for a while. And then I just thought like, okay, I guess I'll finally get it. I think more so that's what it was. I don't think I was necessarily, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited to read her book. I just remember her from iCarly. But this was definitely an interesting read. I will say, just knowing what she went through with her mom, and I can see why she named her book this. If we really got to protect our kids. We really have to, because it's enough for her. And I really am not a fan of emotional incest. When family like use you emotionally in a way they shouldn't be. And that's kind of how I feel her mom was doing. And funny thing, Jennette, she did not want to be an actress. That was her mom constantly pushing her to do it. And it got to the point where, you know, she started growing and becoming a woman. Obviously, you know, you go through changes with your body. And her mom kind of discouraged that, but encouraged her to get an eating disorder so she can stay small and slim. And Jennette had an eating disorder for years, which is really sad. Like, even the point where she would say her mom, like, this was up in her teenage years, and her mom would still shower her. Like, she legit had no sense of self, because her life was so revolved around everything that her mama wanted her to do. Like, girl, just because you failed in your life don't mean that you can come over here and try to control mine. That's kind of the vibe it was giving. And even when, you know, she had ended up getting a new place and trying to like get away from her mother one day was like, can I spend a night? And she never left. Like, girl, get your own life. And just always constantly making her feel like like her mom making her feel like the bad person. It was really sad to read. And then the fact that her eating disorder, like, I couldn't imagine not eating, but also after you eat, just going and constantly throwing that up. I could not imagine what that feels like, or what effect that has on your body. And I'm glad that she got through that. You know, I'm glad that she worked through that. It was some point, like, she started dating this one guy who ended up being schizophrenic. I think it was schizophrenic. And he was like, yeah, I'm Jesus and all this. And it's crazy because she stayed with him for quite some time. Like, longer than she knew she should have been. And I just think that was, like, the reasoning for that was because of what she went through with her mom and her ability to probably, like, not be able to say no. And I read this, I feel like these were kind of the same. I read this around the time where that Nickelodeon, I think it was on Netflix or wherever it was at, with the producer guy and all that came out. And just her, you know, she kind of talked about it a little bit, but not really too much. But just seeing like what she went through on set, her going through it in her real life with her mom. And eventually she found out that her father that she grew up with was not her real father. It was just a lot that she went through, but I'm glad that she overcame it. I just don't know what I would do if I was like in that situation. Not at all. Couldn't be me. You never know though. But I mean, if you're conditioned like that as a child, I need to go find my other book. But would I recommend this book? It was a cool read. I'm not even gonna lie, it definitely was a cool read, and just seeing how she got through it.